Here's a quick overview of how to get around in the Maxwell interface. Much has been done to make this UI intuitive and easy to get to what you need to in just a few clicks. The first time you log in, you're looking at the dashboard. If you don't have any data in Maxwell, you may not see much of interest here. There are many different views you can have, and you can rearrange the elements on the dashboard in many ways also. There are so many possibilities here, I think it might be best if you contact tech support if you have specific dashboard data that you want to see. The Equipment tab is where you go to set up printers and presses. You can enter your location. If you at least place your zip code in there, Maxwell will look up the latest forecast for your area. The main thing you need to do in Maxwell to get started is to add your printers to the Locations Devices area. Click the plus button to create a new item. You can give your printer a unique name. Most of your brands should be in here already. If not, you can add a new one using the plus button. Just clicking the first letter of your brand will bring you to that section of the list. Select a model in the same way. For a basic setup, that's really all you need to do to add a printer. Click Create. Go ahead and create more for the rest of the printers in your shop. Within each printer, you're going to have different papers or some kind of media that you're printing on. A track represents one of these various papers. So give it a name, then select a reference set. In Maxwell, a reference set contains your color aim, what you might call your reference, and the metrics you'll want to use, like average delta E, max delta E. People can go with an industry standard like Grackle, or else they will want to compare against their own in-house standard, maybe using some sort of in-house golden run to define what they want to compare against. Maxwell can do things either way. For now, we will choose Grackle, and a future video will show how to use your own custom color aim. In most cases, you don't need to worry about a track level color aim since the reference set itself contains a color aim already. You can identify the media and the ink that's used in this track if you like. Label PDF1 creates a small label size suitable for attaching a pass-fail label to a proof. If you'd like a full page report, set this to Heatmap PDF layout. And that's what will print out when you go to print a report from the Maxwell Client app. Click Create. Once you've added your printers and tracks, you'll be ready to add these to your local scanning station in the Maxwell Client app. You can always get access to download the Maxwell Client app when you're logged into Maxwell. Check the settings area in the upper right corner to see the downloads area. The latest versions of the Maxwell Client for Windows or Mac will be available for download. In the meantime, let me show you more about how to get around in Maxwell. You can move forward and back by clicking in the left column here. I like to use the breadcrumbs across the top, which does the same thing. This is what your printer's tracks will look like when you've tracked measurements for a while. These are your trend lines for the different tracks on your printer. You can see whether individual measurements passed or failed according to your metrics with the green or the yellow or the red indications. You can change the specific metric you're looking at here. You can adjust the viewing window on the timeline by sliding it to the range you're interested in, or just click the month, quarter, or year button to have it snap to the latest quarter, for example. If there's a note explaining what happened on a certain date, a blue flag will show up. I guess the chart had a damaged patch that was measured badly on this date. Any one of these measurement dots can be double-clicked so you can go right into the measurement itself and view the details. Here's the metric summary. Patch list will give you each patch compared to its reference values. All of these columns can be ordered by clicking the header. Clicking the Delta E header will order things according to the best to worst or the worst to the best. Oftentimes you can get a good idea of where your problems lie by looking at all your worst patches together. The heat map showing how the differences show up as they are laid out on the sheet. This can be rotated. A few key things will be useful. When looking at a track, the details area will confirm for you exactly which reference set is being used to compare to. The arrow here will take you directly to the references area so you can see your ref set with your color aim and metrics. This is found again in the track details area. Anytime you want, you can go back to the equipment tab and Maxwell will remember where you were. Jobs and products are new features of Maxwell. We recognize that printing companies are not selling good print runs. They're actually selling coffee mugs or posters or a packaging item. You can track color on a job in your company or several jobs under the banner of a specific product. Products can have several jobs under the individual products, or you can track color on a job that is not connected to a product. References are where you'll find the color aims and then the reference sets that contain color aims and metrics. If you have a ref set that is pretty close to what you want, it's easiest to duplicate it and then just change the name. And I can put a different color aim in place here, but I'll still have my same metrics that I like to see on all my tracks. Many of the other features of Maxwell will be explained in other videos. Thanks for watching.